Amazing. Okay, team. Hi, welcome. I'm just gonna let Instagram know really quick that we are doing this, and yeah, be there soon. One sec. Talk amongst yourselves. Actually, I have really been wondering what y'all want to see in terms of like what next. And so let me know in the comments what you want to see dry aging next after we get done with this pork situation. Hmm. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Share. Copy link. Okay. Hello. And then, oh, yes. And now the mic is hot. Holler. Okay, great. Hey, if y'all, sorry. And then now I just have to update Patreon. Okay. Patreon. Build patience. Okay. So, live. Excellent. Here we go. Honestly, I'm already like so stoked that I got the lens to not be a wide view anymore. So that is freaking huge. All right. So first up, let's check in on this saddle situation. Nice and firm looking. That mold is still doing well. Uh-huh. Smelling real good still. That's nice. No like no spotting at all. Let's see. What do our notes say for the saddle? Haha. Full disclosure, it's been a little while since I've been checking. Today's the 14th. Okay, so I'm pretty stoked that this is turning out the way it is. It's like really firm. It's smelling good. It might be time to harvest because like this is so firm. You know what's crazy though is that like right underneath, like the pellicle is probably only like a millimeter thick. And then just underneath, it's like perfectly good meat. Yeah. So that guy's looking good. What is that then? So if week 3, so we're in the middle of week 5 is what this is. 5. Very hard exterior. Yeah, not much to report. Just, yeah, honestly, doing so good. Okay. So let's look at this guy. This is ham number 1. Okay. Pretty cool. It's funny how there's like a lot of mold on this side, or rather, this might even just be like like not freezer burn, but it might just be getting so dry in there that this white stuff is showing up. But it's not at all happening on this side. How crazy is that? Like the difference between the top side and the bottom side. So cool. And then yeah, so these guys are doing super duper well. Honestly, like it's finally to a point where I think it kind of feels like we have our dry aging setup kind of dialed in. Like this is just the first 2 rows that we've looked at today, but so far so good. And so what I'm wondering, y'all, is like, what do you want me to see? What would y'all like to see get it dry aged next? I kind of feel like picking up like a New York strip, like an entire rib roast or a New York strip, something of that nature. Like, I can actually show you. It would be like this whole section of a beef, or this whole section of a beef, and I would like to see how those dry age at home, and then maybe slice up the steaks and then like send them home with some folks or like as gifts or something like that. I really wish I thought of like way back in October, but October was crazy. So yeah, there was all that. This guy's doing so good. I'm so stoked. Also, let me know in the comments what you would like to see get harvested. So, okay, so we have these 2 options, which are the one more of the hams, and then another, and then this is the saddle, which I'm pretty stoked on. Week 5. Maybe I'll do this guy at week 6, but we'll see. Okay, cool. Let's look at more. And honestly, I don't always have the fan on. Like it's not on right now because we're recording, or rather we're live streaming, but I don't always have it on, especially if I'm like recording stuff in here. Oh, it's turning out so cool. Oh, you know what? I got to remember to take photos of these because the last couple of weeks I've done a really bad job at it. And now that we're at week 5. Trying to make sure that we be documenting this stuff. Okay. I wish I had gotten like this department to be a little bit smoother when I did it. But then these happen to be like weirdly small roasts. And so it's so important that like we do, we do what we can and maximize the cuts. But ultimately I'm going to have to smooth this out when I do harvest this guy. And so that's going to be a thing, and we're going to lose some yield on that. I'm also really curious about what's going on with this bone. Usually, that's the other end of the bone there. Usually when you dry age stuff, you leave the bones and the fat on and like as much stuff around the exterior as possible, so as to protect the meat on the inside while it's aging and like while the enzymes can get to work. But this is interesting because it's a bone on the interior, and it's not something. It's not really providing protection for any meat necessarily. And it honestly even provides like this little hole here that provides um, a throughway for some bacteria to go in there, which if you've ever cured a prosciutto, you would know that that's one of the things that you got to look out for is that little sorry, I'm doing this in reverse. How much bacteria that allows to work its way in there. So let's see. So ham 3. Did we take a photo of this already? Honestly, guys, yeah, now that we're at week 5, I'm gonna start harvesting these on like kind of a regular basis. And so let's see, I'll probably harvest one of these on Friday, actually. So it'll be a solid week 6. And then after that, we'll have at least 2 full shelves of fridge space to be dry aging stuff in. And so I want to know what y'all want to see next. Also, let me know what you want to see harvested next, because everything's at week 5 right now. And so like it would all be a useful exercise as to what dry aging pork does. Okay, yeah. Don't forget to drop that stuff in the comments. Okay. As I was lifting this tray, I could hear like a little bit of like crinkling noise, and I thought for a second, like, oh no, it got frozen in there, but it's not. It's just the salt shifting around. Yeah, this guy's also looking good. Smelling nice. Nice little boneless ham. It's pretty crazy, guys. Like these are like kind of on autopilot now. Like there's really nothing to note except that it's just getting like darker and like a little bit more. Wait, it's the 14th. Good week 5. And there's not really much to know. They're all kind of just cruising. This guy, this is the shoulder. This is a piece out of the shoulder. You can kind of recognize like the copa muscles in here. Like this is actually the loin. You can see there, like if you use your imagination, it kind of even looks like a pork chop right there. So yeah, that's what this is. And it's so funny because that is firm, y'all. That is so that's so cool. But the thing is, oh yeah, and this is another case where I have a bone on the inside that again I didn't want to take out ahead of time, mostly because I wanted to conserve the shape. Oh, this is interesting. That crevice there, this darker area in here is the muscles are separating because it's drying so much. Yeah, but I'm super duper pleased because the things that I had heard elsewhere about dry aging pork was that it's really risky, and that oftentimes you run the risk of like just like a lot of like really gross spoilage. So I'm really excited that these are at week 5, and so far so good. The one ham that I have harvested so far, it was pretty good. I really wish I had gone through the bother of like brining it even afterwards, or doing some sort of treatment to it after trimming off the burn, because it still does need like seasoning and stuff. So we're still workshopping that stuff. If you guys have any experience or any tips or tricks or stuff that you want to see me do, with these guys, I'm all for it. Let me know. Just like drop them in the comments or in the chat or DM me. But I would love to hear what y'all are interested in. Okay. Oh, and I guess that's all of them. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oof. Yeah, I need to get more stuff in to start dry aging, because by the time we've harvested all of that stuff, then we'll need to. I would like to be well on my way towards doing other dry aging projects. Yeah, so now I guess I'm gonna go. At some point, I will want to discuss with you guys like the science behind dry aging, but I don't have any of that prepared just now. In the meantime, I'm gonna go film a couple things about this wonderful jerky that I got as a gift from my friend Annika of Bon Jerk. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Again, don't forget to leave any comments or questions in the comment section or in the chat. Oh, and I did want to let y'all know that we do have like private classes, and also our Patreon is open for y'all to join up if you want to support this channel in more ways during the holiday season. Anyway, thanks so much, y'all. I really appreciate you. Okay, bye.